Hey, what's up guys, it's macj back again with another video. Welcome after a long break. Today I'm gonna show you how to cook ginseng type beats. I got a request some time ago, so yeah, let's just jump right into it. So before we start cooking the beat, let's actually analyze his style first. I remember when I first got into lo-fi and I listened to all those different artists, Jinsang was one of them, and it was back in like 2017 I guess, and his popular albums or EPs actually come from this time, like 2015, 2016. Albums such as Life or Meditation or Solitude are one of his most remarkable works. His beats feature a lot of very upbeat soul or jazz samples. He also crafts a lot of dynamic boom-bap type drums, which create a very characteristic sound of 2015 and 2016. So one of the best beats that really stuck out to me was his most popular beat on his Spotify page called Affection. And today I'm going to try and create something similar to it, something inspired by this beat. So first things first, let's find a cool sample that will fit the Jinsang vibes. So basically you want to find an upbeat yet very chill and simple song. So inspired by Affection, I was looking for a song featuring a chill guitar sound. After some search, I managed to find one song and it was actually perfect for this beat. I didn't even do much to the sample, I only stretched it to be on beat, and I applied some cassette plugin and EQ later on in the video, and also I made it a bit mono for the lo-fi vibes. So the next part of making a lo-fi beat is drums, so let's look for some perfect ginseng type drums. For the drum loop I really wanted to go simple and with this kind of vintage vibe, so I found a classic lo-fi kick, classic snare and a classic hi-hat, and that will do the work. We don't really need any open hi-hats, any jazzy elements, this will be perfect. So now let's build a ginseng type drum loop. So first things first, let's place the snares, and for the snares all you have to do is just place them like in every other lo-fi beat. However, after you do that, select all the snares and just set them a bit off grid to make them a bit more human sounding. For the hi-hats, it's going to be like in every other lo-fi song, a classic two-step rhythm, and I also like to change the volume velocity of every second hi-hat sound just to make them a bit more rhythmic. So for the kick, I really wanted to go a bit more crazy. I wanted to add a lot of kicks just to make the beat dynamic, and I'm also adding those ghost kicks every now and then just to make the beat more boom bap. Keep in mind that this part may take some time, so don't worry, don't stress around, just take your time and don't rush because this part is very important. What I also noticed when making the drum loop is that the last part of the sample doesn't really fit into the bass pattern, nor does it fit into the drum pattern. So what I did is I cut the last two sounds of the sample and I actually made them on grid by stretching them and moving them around, and actually it worked really great. So if you have an issue with a sample like this where your whole sample is on beat and everything's perfect, but one sound is off grid and off beat and it doesn't sound really cool, then you can use this technique and it works all the time pretty much. So the bass pattern is actually very simple. All I do is I just follow the kick pattern and I like to add some extra bass notes here and there for some extra vibes and, you know, groove. I also try to mimic the rhythm of the sample, so that's why my bass pattern will be pretty long, because I will try to fit the bass pattern more nicely to the whole beat. So the next step is to add some vinyl crackles or noise. You can add whatever you feel like there's no rules to what you should add. I personally added vinyl crackle and noise, but I feel like I changed the noise later on in the video. But, you know, as I was saying, just add whatever you want. I also added some rap phrases, or whatever you call these. I added some delay on top of them and some EQ just to make them a bit more muffled and in the background. Then the next part will be the arrangement, and the arrangement is very simple. I didn't do much to the whole beat. I set it to be like 1 minute and 30 seconds. I made a small intro, I made a small outro, and I also made a part where the drum elements go mute and there's only the sample playing and the bass pattern. If you want to learn more about arranging your lo-fi beats, I actually made a video on this topic, so make sure to check it out if you're interested in that. So the last part of making the beat will be the mastering, and my advice would be to leave the mastering if you don't really feel confident with mixing. A lot of people say that mastering is one of the most important parts of making music, and I feel like it's one of the most common traps that beginner producers fall into. And the reason why is that the mixing is way more important, because you want your song to be high quality and then you want to master it so the song is loud and, you know, ready for the streaming services. But if your mixing isn't the highest quality, mastering will just make it louder. It won't fix your mix. So focus on the mix first instead of mastering. But if you feel confident with your mixing and you want to learn how to master your songs, then make sure to check out my other video on how to master lo-fi beats, where I show you how to master with stock plugins. For this beat, I won't be using stock plugins to master. Instead, I will be using Ozone 9 to do it for me, because it actually saves me a lot of time and it's very helpful. So basically that will be it for this video. I took a listen to this beat and I changed some things here and there. I mean, I changed the noise sound, I changed the kick, But overall, the song is pretty much the same. I didn't do major changes. Mind that you can do changes throughout the beat making process. Just listen to the beat, and if something doesn't really work, you can change that. You don't have to stick to that. So I really enjoyed making this video, and the beat turned out to be really good, and I will actually maybe release it, who knows. So if you liked this video and you would like me to make more videos where I try to recreate someone else's style, let me know in the comment and I will make sure to cover them in the future. Also, I'm really sorry to all my viewers that it took so long for me to make proper videos like this, but this semester has been really hard for me, but finally it's over, it's done, it's finished, so now I can focus on making beats and making videos for you guys. Also, I will try and come back to streaming, so if you want to see me making beats live or if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, then leave a like or leave a comment or whatever you want. You can send this video to your friends, it will really help me out. So thank you for watching this video and see you next time.